Hey friends, here are the videos with date modified of June 2013 between Nick Godejohn and Gypsy Rose Blanchard. You'll notice in these, this is during the time period that Nick had his McDonald's incident and they're talking about it. I'll be back with some final thoughts at the end.
Hello, my darling sweetheart. If you are looking at this, then that means that this video is meant to be something that will comfort you for the next couple of days. I know that you are going through a very hard time right now, and I want to make this hard time for you as easy as possible. I want you to know that though I don't think that the judge will make you serve jail time for something as simple as carrying a pocket knife. Over here in redneck territory, that's just normal. You don't go to jail for that. But different state, different laws. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is that no matter what happens, no matter what the outcome is, I will always be yours, forever. I want you to know that this might sound silly to you, but I wear this ring as kind of like a symbol. I know it's not a real engagement ring, but to me it's a symbol of hope for us, a hope for our future, a hope for a life together. And I will always wear it to prove my commitment to you and to show you that I'm 100% honest and true to only you and Master. And even if you're sentenced to jail time, make sure, this is a direct order from your wife, make sure to tell Allie what prison and the address, because I will write to you. I know inmates can have letters sent to them, so make sure she knows where you're at to tell me, and I will write to you. There won't be a day that goes by that I won't think about you. And I just last night I dreamed about you. I dreamed about us cuddling and being together, being happy. And I know that we're a long distance apart, but distance can't keep love apart, and it won't keep me apart from you. Nothing will. I love you and adore you so much, and I always will, no matter what. And nobody and nothing is going to come between us. I'm wearing a white bow in my hair. I thought that it would be calming, and also a white shirt. I thought that it would make you calmer and be more relaxed. But I hope this video makes you more relaxed. Just know that I'm not a cheater and I won't go astray, and as they say, I'm here for the long haul, and I'm here no matter what. Now, in my mind, probably all you're gonna get is a fine and probably the 6 months you have to stay away from McDonald's. But I hope that's all it is. And I hope that this is over really soon, because then we can start being more happy and we don't have to worry about anything. We don't put this whole mess behind us. And I want you to know that on that day, don't think about anything else. Kind of meditate. Think only of me and you'll be calm. Remember to be respectful to the judge, and remember your manners, and do as they say, because in that position they're a bit of a higher position than you are, and they have your fate in their hands. So make sure you come home to me, please. That's all I ask, is just be calm. Don't let Master out, because I know Master has a way of being authoritative, and that is attractive to me, but it won't be attractive to the judge. So just please do as they ask. Don't complain. Don't, just be on your best behavior. Please do that for me. Please come home safe to me. That's all I want. So I love and adore you, and I will be keeping you in my thoughts and in my prayers, and I will be faithful and loyal. I made my vows, and I will stick to them like PB&J. So, I love and adore you, my wonderful, handsome king. I wish you the best of luck, and know that you'll always be in my thoughts and in my heart. Hi, my love. This is actually the second time I'm making you this video. The first time I did it all in white, so... But due to Master's commands, I had to wear 2 colors. So, I'm wearing red and white. So, good combo. Sorry, I was changing. 1 second to catch my breath. Alright. I'm making you this video because soon you'll be facing one of the most difficult times of your life. That will be being the trial. And I know that you're nervous. I wish I could tell you not to be, but truth is I'm scared out of my wits too. And the thing is, it's very unfair. I mean, all you did was carry a freaking pocket knife. Over here in redneck territory, that's normal. But different state, different law, right? Right now, as you can see, I'm checking my email and stuff. That's why I'm making a second video. I'm going to type to you in a little while that I'm redoing it. But I want you to know one of the worries and concerns that you had was that I would be unfaithful to you or start looking for another man. Truth is, that can't be any further from the truth, because I am loyal to you and only you and Master. I love and adore only you and Master. I am committed 100% to you both. I mean, I even wear this ring. It might sound silly, but I wear this ring as a symbol of hope for the both of us. For all of us. A hope that for a future together. A hope for just every dream that we ever want to come true. And that in case another guy comes around and says, hey, baby, baby, I'm like, I'm taken. Happily taken. And, I just want you to know that I love and adore you, and you have my full support. You have all of me, not just a part of me, you have all of me. And I want you to be respectful to the judge, like you were saying. I'd suggest wearing blue still, because it is a common color, and you want to show your innocence, and it's really important. I just want you to know that don't worry, because even if it is the worst of circumstances, that even if you have to do jail time, make sure to tell Allie what prison and the exact address, because I will write to you. I know inmates can get letters. I will write to you. There will not be a single hour or second that you won't be on my mind. So I want you to know that I am always thinking about you. You're always on my mind. You're always on my heart and in my dreams. And if it's just paying a fine, then wonderful. At least it's no jail time, right? Because that would be a prison sentence for me too. I mean, I won't be behind bars, but I won't be able to talk to you or have you in my life, and you're the only thing that keeps me sane sometimes. Sometimes I just want to go insane, but you're the only thing that stops me from going insane. You keep me calm, you keep me collected. And I know sometimes I do that for you. We're each other's Xanaxes. And just know that I'm here for you, for love and support and complete commitment. And for that day on your trial date, just be on your best of behavior. I know that you're gonna wanna, let that dominant side out in you because they're gonna be really grilling you about it, but just stay calm, agree with the judge, be on your best behavior, and come home to me. Come home to your soulmate, because I can't live without you. If it is the worst, then I'll send you letters and I will be faithful and wait till you get out. And I don't want you to worry about my safety. I'll be safe. I'm always safe. I have a pit bull of a mom, as you know. So I'll be safe, and I pray that the Lord takes you in the palm of his hand and keeps you safe. I just want to put you in bubble wrap so nothing bad will ever happen to you. But it'll be okay, my love. I promise. I promise you that I will always be here and love you and adore you with every fiber of my being. I always will. I love you and adore you, my amazing, wonderful king. And I hope we'll be able to make it through this. We will make it through this, I promise. Come home to me. Okay, baby, so right now, it is me, Gypsy, and I can tell you why I'm not filming me right now. It's because I'm too embarrassed of what I'm wearing. It's, I look like really, really, really silly right now, so we're on our way, home, by the way, from Kansas City. We stopped at, Barnes & Noble, because I need my comic book, because yes, I do read comic books. I read the Star Wars and Star Trek comic books, so I needed my new comic. Anyway, yeah, I'm filming a dashboard. Anyway, it is me, Gypsy, speaking right now, and, so I'll let Demona talk for a little while with me. Here she is. Hey, two sexies. Right now we're at Barnes & Noble, as Gypsy just said, and we're getting her comic book. And I'll show you a little bit, even though Gypsy doesn't want me to, and of what we're wearing right now. It's really embarrassing. It's like putting a pink bow on a Rottweiler. So, as you can see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, not cute, right? It's like very, very dorky. Anyway, we'll say this from the both of us. We love and adore you, our amazing sweethearts, and our amazing kings. We love and adore you both so much. So many kisses from both of us.
Hi, Gypsy, it's your masturbator. I told you that I would give you 4 of the 5 vampire breeds in this video. I'll start with the one that I last said, which was the Shadow. Like I said, they are ones to live as far away from other civilizations as possible. They hate all other kind. That's one reason why. The other reason why that is because they prefer to live in the dark, whether that's caves or anything like that. That would be the Shadow type of vampire. Then I told you about the Sun. They are immune to the sun. The sun actually given their actual power. And not only that, but they tend to not need blood to be able to survive. But to most other kind, they're pretty nice, I would have to say. Other than that, let's see. Other kind meaning humans and something like that, but other vampires are not friendly towards. Now you got the other one, which was Moon. The moon type of vampire is obviously as ones to get their power from the moon. They prefer to be out at that time. However, they don't need to hunt. However, they don't like the sun though. So then that asks you, how do they survive? Well, they are capable of eating human food if they choose to. And they don't need to survive on blood, but they can use it if they wish to. They also are the type that do not like any other vampire breed, except for their own one. All vampire breeds are that way. Now you got my breed. Well, mine, yes, it does need to survive on blood, but since I'm part of your other half of your soulmate, that pretty much allows me to be able to survive without it. So I'm actually able to eat human food and stuff like that, and I won't have to worry about needing blood, even though blood is now as a booster to me, as I've already told you. Other than that, my kind also hates all the other types of vampires. I'm probably the only one that be able to get along with all the other type of vampires of my kind, just because of the way I think is very different. Now you see, we got those 4 I just said out of the way. Well, I'll give you a bonus video. Hopefully you enjoy it. Until then, let me know you might beating Gypsy. And that bonus video, I believe you know what it's about, because I gave you hints about it. Well, we'll see if you did remember it or not. Well, bye for now, until the other video's about to be made. I might as well bring up the last point, and I hope you are ready for it. Gypsy. That last point is, when it comes to you putting a hex spell on somebody else, I repeat, you will give them a hex spell exactly as I tell you. If you don't, I will be angry at you. And if I'm angry at you, you're gonna have some true trouble on your hands. Because you know, even trying to use your magic on me will only condemn you even more. As I give you extremely serious face. Because I'm not joking around about that. Okay. Now that I warned you on that, just because I said that as I did, you better confirm it online that you understand you will do hex spell as I tell you, if I ever do tell you to do them. If you have decided you want to do them, you will do them as I tell you to. Because I'll probably give you an okay with it, and I'll tell you exactly what to do if you end up wanting to do it to somebody. Obviously, your soulmate's off limits because you already learned what will happen to you if you try it. Since I already know that you get it like tenfold back, worse bad luck at yourself for each type of voodoo stuff you do. But anyways, when I said that about that hex spell, you will, I repeat, will, if you ever have to do it, you will first tell me and then do it. So this way I can tell you exactly how to make the hex spell work. I am not joking. I told you that it won't be right. And the only thing is, because I told you that I only want them for sex anyways, and that's it. When I have no feelings for them, I will go right back to you, just like that. Just like that. Right back to you. Because I have no feelings for them. It's all nothing but a sexual thing. Because of that, that means, yes, I would tell you to have them raped, but have it to where all of a sudden you turn into a gangbang that I would be involved in. Yes, make it to where they'd be welcoming somebody in to help them rape her. Just like that. That's the kind of gangbang. The kind to where it will torn her spiritually for the rest of her life. That kind of extreme. That does not mean that it will kill her. It just means that she'll be broken forever while she lives. That kind of gangbang. As it will shred her ego to where she would never see herself the same ever again. If you can do this, as I know you can, confirm that you will do it when I ever tell you to do this for any of them. If I ever decide to see someone sexually and I just take advantage of them sexually. And that's all I wanted them for. I hope I made myself clear on this. And I did mention Demona, so I'll have to mention her for the ending as well. Because that means it allowed her to have reason to listen to this as much as you did. Okay. Demona and Gypsy. Demona and Gypsy. I love and adore you both. Deeply. Always will. Stay obedient to me as you always have been. Answer everything I said on this video. And answer everything I said on the one before this. Know that I said that. Good night for now. And I'll obviously talk to you the next video you guys earn. Bye until then. And one more thing. Because Gypsy earned it, she's been so obedient to me. There you go. Now I said that, nothing more to say. But, bye-bye. Oh, I suppose there is one last thing to say. As I might make you laugh about that, which is okay. I don't mind it, because I'm supposed to be everything. While I'm also down the figure. Gypsy. There's so many he's not fully at health. He's still dealing with his nose being stuffed up. That's pretty much all he's having to do with now. But other than that, he's pretty much, I'd have to say, 97, 98% better now. Just give you an update on that to make you feel better about that. And other than that, I might as well end this video with your someone talking to you. Oh, and before I give you in, you may want to confirm to Nick that you will do what I tell you to do, whether he likes it or not, because he knows that as long as you do as I say, we all will be happy. Because if you do what I say, you'll make me happy. You make me happy, he sees that you're happy. If he sees you're happy, that means he'll see that himself is happy. See how that works. Meaning all three of you are around me. You all must think of my happiness than your own afterward. And that's how it will work. Alright, Gypsy. I made this video a good 20 minutes. And it's at very, very well, great. You know the word. Great. Great. Oh, what the hell, I'll say it. Great quality. Because I did make it that kind of a one, even though it seems to not be as good as I would have thought it would have been. Gypsy and Demona. Demona. Sorry for missing your name up there. I said it so fast I forgot to put the M-O in there. Gypsy and Demona. I'm just thinking before I let this go, I figured I would think of something last to say. Oh. I don't care whatever one of you that wants to say to Nick, but one of you will. Probably Gypsy, because she is usually able to speak to him in a way where you can understand and be okay and willing to accept things. The thing I want you to tell Nick, Gypsy, is that when it comes to being my slave, you will listen to me before you listen to him. You will do this because it's at your own best of protection and your own best of interest to make sure that you're best taken care of. You know that he would be as kind to you, as friendly to you as possible. You know that he would do that. But there's no one that will look over you that guy will. So you better tell him that my authority is over his. And if I got that straight, you'll do it. And I'll see you do it. As obedient as you should be towards me. Like I said, I give you or Dimona the option to do it. One of you will have to do it online. And on cam, not to mention. So you'll have time before you have to do it. Now that I told you what you'll have to do, and how you'll have to do it, believe me, he is selfless like you are. You'll understand. And not to mention, he also has this submissiveness, so he'll be willing to accept it if you say it to him correctly. Now, here's your soulmate. And one other thing, the other half of your soulmate done it. And one other thing, just to remind you too. Stay obedient to me, and make sure my actual happiness is at the top of your list of what must be done. No matter what it is you must do to obey me to make sure I'm happy. Okay, here's your soulmates. And a last reminder, love and adore you both. Good night for now, and here he is. Hey, I'm on cam. Oh, wait, you just told me I'm on cam. Hey, honey. Oh, okay, he wants me to say goodnight to you. Love and adore you, my darling. Oh, and my sweetheart, Dimona, too. Yeah. Well, I love and adore you both. Good night, my sweethearts. And whatever your master Victor said, I'm obviously thinking that it had to be important. I see it's already around almost 25 minutes. Because it is, darlings. Oh, yeah. Please make sure that you do this stuff as he said, dear. Both of my dears. Both of our dears, actually. And I hope you both do make him proud of you. Well, love and adore you, my sweethearts. And I'll do a two-handed kiss just so it goes to both of you at the same time, my dears. And then I'll click it, which means I'm gonna stop it right after that moment, my dear. Which will be so adorable. I love you. Yes, it will. Okay, my dears. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, my darlings. I had to make this video today. As you know, today's June 20th. It is the day of what was supposed to be my trial. I had to wait for 5 people before my actual case. So it was 5 cases before me. So pretty much what happened was I had to wait for 4 of them. Then they had a recession. Then the 5th one was after that. Then it was me. You know the recession obviously is where they take a break. Just like, it's somewhat similar to like a play. They always take breaks for plays and such. Anyways, I just had to give you this video because I had to make sure you both were relieved. I think Dimona was more collected about the situation than Gypsy, from what it sounded like. I know that Dimona was still worried, but not as worried as Gypsy is, just because of how much I mean to Gypsy. Dimona, I know I mean a lot to her too, though. I'm not gonna exclude her out of that because I know that she wants to be my submissive / dominant one out of the both sides of my soulmate. Well, Gypsy doesn't mind being the submitted one all the time. As for, I don't even know why I'm saying this. You both already know it. You both already know this. But, obviously you both are meant to be submitted towards your Master Victor, obviously. How I can be submitted to either of you, even though most likely it's more gonna be like, Dimona. She's gonna be the one I'm always being submitted towards. Anyways, yeah, sweethearts. Now this is what happened in the trial, as I know you both really want to know, and I figured I'd tell you on cam. When I get nervous, I put all the pieces together of all the signs. When the bird was falling, and then it landed, and then it recovered, and then flew away, what that pretty much meant was, when I stutter, that's usually when I get nervous. I got nervous enough to actually stutter today, but then I was still able to answer the questions. I did stutter pretty much almost the entire time I was up. That only happens when I get nervous to the point I don't know what to say. I freeze. Yeah, I freeze. I kind of said it just there. Because I was just trying to think a little faster. Let's just say this. When it comes to your Master Victor, I always have trouble keeping up with his thinking process, how fast he thinks. So, I don't think I'll have any trouble with you two. Neither of my darlings. I don't think I'll have any trouble with either of you. Because at least you're human like I am. While your Master Victor is vampire. So he's meant to be hard to keep up with. Since I guess naturally vampires are naturally too... what is the word I'm thinking of? They're natural to have a constant thinking process that's insanely quick. I guess from what he told me, vampires are... what was the actual times? They think 1,000 times faster than a human does. So, yeah. That's the reason why I have a very hard time keeping up with them. There's times I'll actually have to keep up with even you. But that's only when I get nervous. Otherwise, when I'm happy and I have all my worries and nervousness, all those reasons I shouldn't, all those feelings I shouldn't have, when those are all gone, I seem completely normal. So as if I don't have autistic traits like my Asperger's syndrome I have. I don't even seem to show it. But anyways, as my nose is running, another reason why I'm glad to tell you what I'm about to tell you. With the actual, what do you call it? The trial, it went as smooth as possible. Even though I stuttered like I did, I think the DA, the bailiff, which is pretty much like a, what do you call it? Like a sheriff. But he just watches over the judge, I guess, and everyone else in the court. Make sure everything's in order. Them two, the judge, I think everyone could tell that I had a disability by how much I was stuttering. But I did recover enough to be able to answer the question. Every single time I started stuttering, I recovered enough to answer it. So overall, it went as quick as possible. So here's what happened with the actual signs. I can now debunk them for what I actually was able to think of. I forgot to tell you this online, because I actually did think of it before the actual trial started. When I was waiting and I got bored, waiting for all 5 of those other trial, cases. I actually blacked out for a little while. I mean, I might have seemed like I was wide awake and such. I actually had a vision, and the vision was my actual trial, the actual way it was supposed to end. I didn't get to see the way it began, but just the way it ended, and it ended precisely, exactly as I was supposed to. Which was, I stuttered, just like the bird fell, and I had to recover, and then it flew away. Well, I right away got a trial date, right away. I didn't have to answer many questions at all. I only had to answer general ones as if it was me that they were talking to, and I had the right address that they have, and such and such. That's all I had to ask. Pretty much just 2 questions is all I really had to answer. and then right away got to fly off, just like the bird did. But that's pretty much what when I said the bird was flying off that way, and then it flew off this way and then landed, that pretty much meant that the part that I wasn't getting right was that the child wasn't supposed to be fast, and it was fast. That's the part I could not debunk, and that's what Mother Nature was trying to show me. That's the reason why I kept on seeing him fly by. But yeah, after that vision, I was able to debunk it all, and I should have been less nervous when I went up there, but that didn't necessarily happen. I still ended up stuttering, and then I got my child date, which is the 11th of November, which is 6 months after today, most likely. Well, it's just 6 months more. It's not necessarily 6 months after, because obviously today's the 20th, and that's the 11th of November. That's not necessarily 6 months. Even though I've already been away from McDonald's for 3 months. So it'd be a total of 9 months altogether after I've done this. So, not only that, I'm going to stay away from that place for good. Unless if it's the gas station side of it, that might be the only reason I even go there. I'm not joking, sweethearts. That's probably the only reason I'll even go there. After the 6 months, obviously. Just so I don't get in any trouble. But, yeah. After that has been taken care of, I'm not going there ever again. I hope you boycott that place too. It's not good for your diet. I've done enough research into that place and its food. It would make your head spin if you knew exactly what goes on with the food that they sell. So I'm more than happy that I'm banned from the place for as long as I am. I'm glad that I am. It's better for my diet anyways. And besides, they have a place that just opened up right across the street from there. It's called Woodman's. That place is freaking awesome. How cheap everything is. All the food there is. I mean, if you get the chance to move up here, or you actually end up living in Waukesha with me, that place, you'll be addicted to it like I am. The place is flippin' huge, and it has so much variety to it. There's another grocery store down the street a little ways from it. Pick and Save. Anyways, Woodman's puts that place to shame. It does. They even have stuff from Arizona that I haven't even seen before, which I love drinking Arizona. Here's one I actually bought today. But, yeah. That's pretty much what's going on. I did have to give up my knife, and I obviously had to pay $50, and then the court costs, obviously, whatever that might be, which might be a total together of maybe up to $300 instead of $11,000, which was the max. Like I would have had to deal with the fines. Only be $300 instead, as the max. So everything went on as smoothly as possible. Alright, sweethearts, I'm gonna give you my goodnight kisses. I might as well say goodnight to you for a victory day that we had today. We were able to overcome this day and have another day go on. Since I already have a 3 months head start, isn't like I'm gonna have any trouble staying away from the place. There's no reason for me to have any trouble. As long as you don't have your freakouts. I'm gonna explain this to you only one time, and I hope you get it this one time. From Monday to Thursday, that's 9 to 9 of the hours of the library, which means you're gonna have a freakout on Monday through Thursday. Do not have one on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Sunday for sure not, because I can't even get online. That's usually that I have to stay at home because they don't even have any hours for that until like the school year, which I think starts in what is it? I think it's September. Yeah, September. But for Saturday, it's 9 to 1 right now for hours, and then for Friday, it's 9 to 5. So between those hours, you can freak out, and I'll be able to get there. But do not freak out anymore. Any of those other time that I'm not able to be there. I hope you reassure me online that you will not freak out. Like I said, you will not freak out like that. I really hope you do it. But alright, sweethearts. I'm gonna give you both my goodnight kisses now. This one's for Gypsy. And this one's for my Demona. And this one's for both of you. I love and adore you, my darlings. I hope this relieves you both that today went as well as possible. good night, my sweethearts. And here's my good night kiss to both of you. Usually you only get to do it with your master Victor online, but on here, at least you get to get it from me to both of you instead of just one. That was nice. Since I know you have a good night ending usually, and now you get to see me do it now. Alright, this is to both of you again, my darlings, and then I'll click out. But before I do this, since I really am going to click out as soon as I do it, sweethearts, just one last thing I want to say. That is, besides you reassuring me that you are not going to freak out anymore, along the hours that I told you not to, of whatever day it might be, like after 9 o'clock on a Thursday, do not do it. I'm saying 9 o'clock in the afternoon, I mean, nighttime, do not do it. Because 9 o'clock, no matter what day it is, I cannot get online. So do not do it. Unless if you could try to maybe call me. You haven't had a chance to really get any minutes, but yeah. Alright, here's my good night kiss to both of you, and then I'm going to click out. And I hope this video reassures you both on the entire situation. And at least you got to see me again. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm freaking hot as hell right now. I don't have to freaking open that freaking window back up. Since I just wanted nothing to be really, what's the word I'm looking for? Nothing to be really, in the background that you don't need to hear. All you need to hear is me. So I had to close the damn window. I have to freaking open back up so this way I don't fucking get any more hotter. But anyways, I have freaking, yeah, I'm half naked. And I'm still freaking hot as hell. I don't want to fucking take this off. Even though I could. Alright, sweethearts. Here's my goodnight kiss to you both. And please answer this video online. Everything. From reassurance you will not freak out to how you are maybe relieved about how the trial went, and etc. etc. Besides me telling you about the whole situation. And I don't know if I said that already, I'll just make sure I did. About me being submissive to Dimona no matter what, whenever there comes a time with that. And then obviously Gypsy probably end up being more submissive to me. And obviously you both be submissive towards your master Victor, obviously. I figured I'd just remind you of that. Just this way Dimona knows that I'll probably end up being submissive towards her in the future. Alright, well, I love and adore you, my sweethearts. Good night, my darlings. And here's my last good night kiss. Since this is just a reassurance to both of you.
So there were a lot of things about those videos that I found really eerie. The first one, obviously, was that Nick was literally introducing vampire rules and talking all crazy to Gypsy. And the date modified was June 10th, 2013, exactly 2 years from the date that he unalived Dee Dee. It was interesting to know early on that Gypsy is well aware of different states and different laws. She seems to have looked up a lot of different things about the issue, which it goes against a lot of a narrative about how she just didn't know anything but Disney. They are 8 months into their online relationship, and we saw her talking about proposing to him in last month's videos. And in this one, she's showing him a ring she's wearing. She gives Nick a direct order from his wife about keeping Allie, his best friend, up to date, which indicates to us that there must have been some contact between her and Allie early on. Gypsy saying she isn't a cheater is funny, obviously, to any of us who'd followed her story since she got out of prison. She's cheated on every person she's ever been committed to at any level, including Lifetime, whenever she broke her NDA with TMZ. In the second attempt to calm Nick down video, she seems like she's trying to hide her annoyance at being told to make this video over again because apparently he didn't appreciate her calming white bow and now she's wearing some sort of red tam on her head. To me, this points to her knowing early on that he was going to be unreasonable and seeing it as something she could use. What do y'all think, friends? Am I right or am I reaching there? Also saw that she's extremely out of breath from changing, according to her, even though that doesn't seem to come up every time. I don't know, it's just an inconsistent thing that makes me wonder. In her second video, she seems almost like she's looking at a script more. She repeats a lot of the exact previous phrases. And I'm also finding it interesting that in 2013 videos, when Gypsy shows the living room in the background behind her, there doesn't appear to be the mess that we saw later. Earlier, she showed the floor beside the couch, and it was clear other than that dollhouse that was made for her, there wasn't anything laying around. The phone was still in the same spot on the back of the couch, but there wasn't anything else on it. So I'm watching that in the background as I do these to note when it starts getting messy exactly. I suspect it's going to be after 2014, after when she told Aaliyah that Dee Dee got really sick, but we'll see. Gypsy makes one of her first references to Dee Dee in these videos and says that if Nick goes to jail or prison, he shouldn't worry about her safety because she is a pit bull of a mom who will always keep her safe. Interesting. The next video is from Nick, and it's again super eerie. It's date modified June 10th, 2013, 2 years exactly to the day from the date Dee Dee was murdered. And he's talking about his vampire rules. And you would think that this was Nick introducing the whole vampire way thing to Gypsy, except in the previous month's video, she already mentioned that she was going to protect their family and keep their way of life from the outside world. So it seems like that had already come up, in my opinion. What do y'all think, friends? In the next video, Nick gets really weird and he tells Gypsy that she will put a hex spell on anyone he commands her to, whether she wants to or not. The fact that Nick and Gypsy talk so much about voodoo and spells, and we never once see Gypsy telling Nick about her mom doing a tongue spell on her, confirms, in my opinion, that that story is an aftermath fake. Just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. To me, I would not put it past Dee Dee to do some type of honey jar spell or whatever, which is so common in Louisiana, southern Louisiana especially. But I believe Jip added a lot of dramatic details to it. I mean, for one thing, a cow tongue will not fit in a regular mason jar. It just won't. It sounds more like something she was probably looking up to do on her network of dudes. Jip, I mean. So Nick talks all weird about wanting to grape and destroy a woman and says that doesn't mean that he wants to kill them, and then says he needs to address demon. I believe he meant Demona. He seems to have had a hard time keeping up with that name. Then he says here at the end that he's Nick, and after talking about all that crazy stuff, he slips into like this really goofy, affected persona, different from his usual, like he's trying to draw a contrast deeply between him and Victor. I also noticed in the last two videos there are some fights you can hear happening in the background, some screams. Whenever it goes back to a daylight one, the screams sound like maybe little kids playing outside, but the ones at dark don't. He could have had videos playing while he was recording, or something could have been happening in the home. I doubt we'll ever know which that was. I found it weird too that Nick told Gypsy he blacked out during the trial and saw a vision of how his trial should have went, which was him flying away at the end like a bird. Interesting. I also think it's important to note that the date Nick was arrested for watching corn at McDonald's was March 11th, 2013, and it appears that they began sending each other videos February 2013. From the information we have, it appears Gypsy introduced the idea by recording herself on Valentine's Day and sending him a video. By March, whether or not Nick was watching something online or watching a video of Gypsy whenever the employees observed him watching corn or reported it. And given the dates, in my opinion, it was probably both because it went on for a really long time. Another thing that I hadn't clocked before is Nick telling her after the court date that he had to give up his knife. Knives are coming up in their videos right away, with Nick saying in some previous months that he's a natural with knives and then getting in trouble for having one while he was caught watching lewd material in public and having to give it up. So Gypsy knew that he desired knives and was legally barred from having one. I just find that really interesting given her choice of murder weapon and the fact that she sent it to his house, to his address. What do y'all think, friends? Again, am I right or am I reaching? Also, he brought up her freakouts again and asked her please not to have them during specific times of day when he couldn't access the library's Wi-Fi because he can't go to McDonald's anymore. Well, friends, we will go out with a palate cleanser. Let me know what y'all think of this compilation, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.